You are not the only one that grew up without a dad being in your life. And I know this because I am a product of not having a father in my life. It is going to be hard. It is going to be difficult. It's going to be overwhelming. It is going to be stressful. It is going to be all these things because we don't know how to walk in the path of becoming a man. See, here's the thing about becoming a man and becoming a true identity of yourself is that it takes time. It takes time, it takes awareness, and it takes exposure in order to develop that phase. You see, here's the thing about being exposed to a new level of thinking. It takes time. So for the next 20 minutes, we are going to be talking about you are not alone. You are not the only one dealing with the crisis of not having a father in your life to show you how to become a man. Right? And I'm telling you, it is okay. I promise it is okay. You are not alone. Are not alone. A lot of times as we're going through life, we figure I'm dealing with this and nobody else can understand what I'm going through. When I was young and I was playing pee-wee football, every time we come out, I look in the stands, only person I see is my mama. Only person I'm looking for is my mama. Some kids, as they're coming out, they're doing the same thing. They're looking for their parents. But they're looking for their mom and dad or their dad. So I got a little jealous. I wasn't hating. I wasn't envy towards them. I got jealous. Why is it that my mom and dad can't be together or my dad can't be in the stands with me or with my mom? It was a question that I wondered so long that I never got the answer to because it was something that never presented itself. The person that was always there, that always supported all the games that I had from pee-wee all the way up to high school football was my mama. My mama was always there. Picture this, you come out in the game, you come out of the tunnel, and the first person you're looking for is your mama at the 50-yard sideline in the bleachers. You're looking for your mom in the 50-yard line in the bleachers, and now you're able to find her because you know where she's going to be. Picture this, as a kid, you're only looking for one person, and that is absolutely fine because my mama supported me from all the way up, from pee-wee all the way up to high school. She was my number one supporter. And when I tell you she was my number one supporter, she was the only person I heard while I was on the field playing. Because she made herself be known, like, I'm here to support you in anything that you have going on. I'm here to support you, to say it is okay that your dad is not here, but I'm here to support you. I can't speak for your dad, but I can speak for myself. I'm going to be here at every single game. And that's what she did. She was there at every single game. I don't even think she missed one. If she did miss any, it was just one. All the games from when I was a little pup, when I was a little kid, when I started playing football at the age of 3 or 4 years old, all the way up till I was 16 or 17. She was there at every single game. Notice I didn't say practice. I said every single game. But what does this teach me? Sometimes, as we're going through life, we have to figure out why things are happening. Things are happening for a particular reason. My mama, she taught me support. Support matters. Support matters. Here's how I knew support matters, because every time we had a game, my mama made sure to be heard. Son, make sure you wrap up. Son, hit somebody. Son, run through somebody. Son, just them little gestures. She wanted to know that she's there to support me regardless of the fact. It is okay that my dad was not there. It is absolutely okay that my father was not there. Because I knew I could count on one person to always be there, to be heard, to try to understand what I'm going through. Even though most of the time she didn't know what plays was going on, what was going on with the game, and she wanted me to make every play she wanted me to make every tackle on the play. First off, I can't. That's impossible. That is impossible. Okay, you cannot make every play on the game. You cannot make every play during the game while the game is being played. But you can do your part. Every play, my mama was like, son, hit somebody. Son, wrap up. Son, wrap up. That's the only thing she knew. And every time she said that, it gave me motivation to make the next play. If I didn't make that next play, I make the next following plays. See, here's the thing about support is that we have to understand the people that's in our corner are is in our corner for a particular reason. My dad was not in my life. I'm not faulting the man for not being in my life because I've learned so much. I became aware and I understand what life is. I cannot fault him. But as a kid, my mama was always there. My mama showed me what support is. Support is being there no matter what the outcome is, no matter what the weather is, no matter how you're feeling. I'm going to always be here to say that you're going to be okay and I got your back. Support is having somebody back without even understanding the amount of value that you bring into this person. My mama was my other coach on the field, not the football coach, right? I'm talking about my mama was the sideline coach because she made herself be heard out of everybody that was there, out of all the hundreds of people that was there. I heard one person, Vic. Son, wrap up. Son, wrap up. A support system comes from people that understand your dreams and your aspirations. A lot of times, as my dad was not in my life, and I see the next, my peers and my friends, they dad in their life. I got jealous. I'm like, damn, my dad don't like me. My dad don't love me. It was jealous of hurtness, of not enviness, a hatred, or nothing like that. It was just like, why my dad doesn't love me like their dad loved them. At a young age, I had to stop comparing myself. I had to stop comparing myself because what this was doing, this was destroying me mentally because I wanted to compare myself to my friends and what they in their situation. A lot of times as kids, we don't understand what's going on with our parents. And that is absolutely okay. That is not our job to understand that. But my mama made sure every single game, every single event, every single outing, she was there. She was present. Support comes from people that understand your dreams. Support matters because when other people see what's in you get brought to life. But it doesn't get brought to life if you're not around the right people. So my mama taught me a valuable lesson. Support matters. But it matters when it comes from the right people. I can't blame my dad for not being there. But what I can do is just be present in everything that I'm doing to say, I want to do this. I'm going to give it 110%. And I got my mama right behind me. My mama, I'm telling you, my mama is a big supporter. Why? Because support matters. Not only was she supporting us, we were supporting her with her dreams. My mama had 8 college degrees. I don't know if you've been to school yet, but you understand that's a lot of school. That is a lot of school to go to in order to create a life for your kids and for yourself. That's a lot of trials and tribulations that a person has to go through. And my mama did that. Not only does support matters from her end, support matters on our end as well. As kids, as young boys, as young men, we have to make sure she's okay and make sure everything that she's going through, she can push through to provide for us. And not just for us, for herself as well. Support matters in both ways because we're constantly bringing value to each other. But you can't do this if you so close in and you so close off on the world. That's why getting around the right people will show you, would demonstrate how big support is. Remember, support is bringing something that's in you that doesn't know how to get brought out of you. This person that sees your potential will bring that out and say, you can do this as well. Why are you not doing it? Why are you not pursuing this? Every game that I had, I gave it my all because my mom was there supporting me. She gave me a little push, a little edge. Sometimes it was annoying. I ain't gonna lie and say it wasn't annoying. It was annoying. But I knew how much she loved and supported everything that we did. The next thing that I learned was to give it your all. Give it your all no matter what you're doing. Your all. Give it your all. And what does this mean? Sometimes as we're going through life, we want to half-ass do things because we don't understand that what we're doing today is for tomorrow. What we're doing tomorrow is for next week. What we're doing for next week is for next month. Everything is building upon each other, stacking upon each other, but we don't understand because we don't see the results today. Here's the thing about giving it your all. Every day you wake up, you have to give it your best, no matter what the circumstance is. Every time I got up and practiced and put on the helmet, put on the shoulder pads, and put on my gear, I gave it my all because I knew something was coming greater from this. Something big was coming from this. Not only was my mama there to support me, I got my friends, I got my family, I got my brothers around me that's playing and pursuing the same thing. So every time I have a chance and opportunity, I geared up and I went 110%. Now, don't get me wrong. I know what I'm about to say is about to sound contradicting because I'm about to say something that's, on the edge of giving it your all. Some days you can't give it your all. Some days you cannot. As I was practicing, some days I couldn't give it all because my all wasn't there to be found. But why was I able to identify my all? Because I give it every day. I know when I'm off. I know when I'm on. I know when I'm aware of what I'm going through. When I give it my all, it shows. When I don't give it my all, it definitely shows. Not only was I preparing for the game, I was preparing for life, but I didn't understand the preparation. Preparation comes in different forms of life. My preparation was on that field each and every day. Not game. I'm talking about on that field. Every time I stepped on the field from Pee-wee all the way up to high school, from age of 3 or 4 all the way up to 16 or 17, I understood that I needed to put this work in. Not just for myself, but for my mama. Not just for my mama, for my teammates. Not just for my teammates, my coaches. Not just for my coaches, the athletic directors. I wasn't just doing it for myself. See, when I understood how support matters, not only was I supporting my teammates, I was supporting myself as well. But I didn't understand the level of belief that I had because I just kept taking daily action. I kept giving my all. I kept putting that work in. Because when I gave it my all, I understood there's a bigger reward that's waiting for me. But what's waiting for me? Sometimes we don't know what's waiting for me because we have to keep going along the process. Life teaches us in different ways. My dad wasn't in my life. My dad was not in my life like I wanted him to be. And that is okay. I can't blame him for what has happened. I can't blame myself for him not being there. I can't blame my situation for him not being there. But what I can do is just grow and learn from how can I work with myself and identify everything that I'm going through. When I give it my all, I'm not just talking about on that field. Every day I wake up, I give it my all. Why? Because I understand the bigger preparation that's coming from this. The bigger reward is getting prepared from this preparation. But it can't get prepared if I don't understand my goals and my dreams. Not only am I giving my all to myself, for myself, I'm giving my all to everybody that's around me. Remember, support matters because when people see your dreams, when people see your aspiration, they're going to support you as well. So as you're going along the process, you start to see what's in them, and now you're constantly supporting them. It's constantly exchanging value. But you can't do that if you quit. You can't do that if you don't give it your all. You can't do that if you don't understand that support matters. Remember, you are not alone, but it will take time to identify who you need to be around in order to grow in life. My mama taught me so much. She did a phenomenal job raising 3 boys, but the lessons that she taught us were so imperfect that became perfect over time. Why? Because she was figuring out herself as well. Not only was she figuring out herself, she was teaching us along the way what she was learning. What you call that? Experience, teaching from what you've been through, right? Teaching what you grew from, teaching what you overcame. A lot of times as we're going through life, we don't understand things are happening for a particular reason, but this particular reason is not in the life. It's not in life. This particular reason is not present until we're going along the process. Not only are you giving it your all, your understanding is going to be hard. Wait. I know you're enjoying this video. I know you're getting so much from it. I know you're learning so much. But do me a favor. Please hit this subscribe button down below so that way you can get all the notifications when new video drop. Enjoy the video. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be overwhelming. But when you give it your all, you have to understand some days you won't be able to give it your all. And that is okay. That is okay because you're no longer blaming the next person. You're no longer looking for an excuse to say this is why I didn't accomplish my goals. You're not looking for that. What you're looking for is, how can I be better than yesterday? How can I be better than an hour ago? Being present today teaches us and shows us that we're more powerful than we think. Not only do we have support from other people, we got support for ourselves. Not only are we giving it our all, we practice it every day. We're getting better every day. As I was playing football at a young age, 3 or 4 years old, I didn't understand all this preparation that was going to come for in life. This preparation came because I didn't give up on myself. This preparation came because I understood there's a bigger goal that we can achieve. Notice I said we. I didn't say me. I said we can achieve. When you believe in yourself, people believe what you're believing in. But I didn't understand it because I thought I was just taking daily action. I thought I was just doing what I needed to do in order to get where I wanted to be. But I understand it was preparing me for life. My dad not being there taught me you have to prepare for yourself in order to create something, a lifestyle that you would desire. And I'm telling you, it is attainable. It is achievable. You have to believe that you can do it just as well as the next person can do it. My next and final point is understanding that it will be hard. It will be difficult. It will be difficult. It would be difficult. It would be difficult. Not only was my dad not in the picture to teach me how to become a man, how to believe myself, how to find myself, how to learn more about who I am, that's not an excuse no more. My mama showed me how to treat people. My mama showed me how to communicate. My mama showed me how to be effective while you're doing things. So there's no longer blaming the next person. No, I'm not looking for a person to blame. What did I do wrong? What was the situation that I did that caused it to go left? Or to cause it to go the wrong place, to go in the wrong situation? A lot of times, knowing that it would be difficult is putting your forth and effort in everything that you're doing. Because if you do it wrong, guess what you're doing? You're able to learn from your mistake. If you do it right, what you're doing, you're able to learn from your experience. See, there's a consistently learning phase that we have to go through in order to say, I'm learning something new each and every day. As I stepped on the field at the age of 3, I didn't even know what a football was. I didn't even know how to tackle. I didn't even know how to run. I didn't even know plays. I just understood I wanted to do something. And my mama did it. My mama put all 3 was there. But as I kept doing it from year after year, from day after day, month after month, year after year, I got better and started to understand what's really here. And I'm talking about for myself. What's really here for myself. See, the thing about knowing that it will be difficult is learning that everything that I'm doing today, I don't understand. But the second I give up is the second I lose momentum. I lose the process. I quit along the journey. Understanding that it will be difficult shows me that I have to learn each and every day. I can't get content with the good play, because if I get content with the good play, the bad play gonna come right behind it. In high school, my Coach Ely, he always used to say, focus on the next play. Focus on the next play. But I never understood what that meant. To focus on the next play, you have to understand what you've done, this current play, is in the past. So if you scored, if you made a tackle, if you recovered a fumble, if you got an interception, if you caught a pass, that is phenomenal. That is great. But what about the next play? The next play, you might drop a pass. The next play, you might miss a tackle. The next play, you might miss the ball that was on the ground to score. You might miss this. You might miss your opportunity to get an interception. You might miss what you're doing because you're so caught up in the past. We can't be caught up on what happened. It has already happened. I can't be caught up that my dad was not in my life. It has already happened in past. But what can I do to get better? Focus on the next play. Meaning, I have to focus on the next day. I can't live in the past because the past can be changed. But I didn't understand that growing up because I wanted to worry about what just happened. I wanted to worry about how can I go in the past and fix my dad not being there. Did it hurt me? Absolutely. Absolutely. Did it hurt my feelings? Absolutely, 100%. But support doesn't just come from one person. Support comes from any and everybody that you're close with. Giving your all is not just giving your all every day. It's understanding that you will have good days and bad days and still pursuing through that difficulty time. Identifying the difficulty level would say, I can do this. But I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it each and every day. See, the reason why these go together is because it says that you're not alone. It goes back to the topic. You're not alone. Whatever you're dealing with in life, you have to realize that you're not alone because other people are currently in or overcame the process and journey that you're starting or that you're going through. But see, when things happen, when life happens, we get in our head which says that nobody will understand what I'm going through because nobody went through what I'm going through. That hurts us, that destroys us, that breaks us down to a point to where we can't even pick ourselves back up. Why is this a big factor? Because a lot of times as we're alone, this is only in our head. We don't understand somebody has dealt with what we're currently dealing with. Like I said in the beginning, you are not the only one that grew up without a dad being in your life. You are not. Look at all the people that didn't have a father figure in their life become a great man. We have to get around people that understand what we're going through in order to start growing. But we can't do that if we're so stuck in our head to say nobody will understand. This is where open communication comes into play. I know we didn't speak about communication today, but these go hand in hand with each other. So I had to really touch on them. It really came from the heart to say you are not alone. Okay, support matters, but support matters because you get it from everybody that's in your circle, and you're also giving support. It's not just a give. I'm sorry. It's not just a receive. Absolutely not. You're giving and you're taking. You're giving and you're taking. You're taking and you're giving. Giving and receiving. It has to be equal. Because if it's not equal, one person gonna feel drained, they gonna end up leaving. Or they gonna end up feeling not appreciated. It has to be equal. Support in both ways has to be equal. Giving it your all, you have to understand days will be hard to where some days you don't have that energy, some days you don't have that motivation. But if you take small action, daily action, you will understand like the past was the past. Okay, how can I work with that rather than against it? Giving to your all is understanding that you can do this and understanding that it's going to be difficult. Last point, it will be difficult. Everything that's worth doing is worth pursuing because we don't understand how we can do it. That was a bar. That was a bar. Everything that's worth doing will be hard because we don't understand how to do it. Meaning that we have to put the time and effort and time and the understanding to learn how to be comfortable in the process and the journey. When I started at the age of 3, I wasn't the player that I was at the age of 3, at the age of 16 or 17. Why? Because I got years of practice. I got days of practice. I got months of practice. But there's a time frame that goes with success and growth and experience. But we have to push through that. Because everything that's difficult is not understood. Everything that's difficult is not understood. That's why the level is so complicated to grasp, because we don't know how to grasp it. But I promise you take daily action and you will figure out how you can work with all these topics. You are not alone. Support matters. Give it your all, and it will be difficult. If you identify these and learn these, I promise you, you will be a better individual today for tomorrow, for next week, for next month, for next year. But are you willing to put that time and effort in? If the answer is yes, make sure you click this link down below and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you there.